Welcome to the GEM budget overview for F15. I'm going to quickly run through how to set up your system, set up your department, and go through the steps in budgeting. First thing you do is make sure your profile is set appropriately to either global or within your region. If you budget for departments in multiple regions, please select global. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to leave it as North America. You then specify your date preference as month, day, year, or year, day, or month. On the left-hand side are the navigation tools. First thing you want to do is check your contact details that they are filled in appropriately. The next thing you're going to do is make sure that you are selecting the appropriate department that you'll be doing budgeting work for. To multi-select, hold down Control and select. As soon as you save it, you'll be able to go into, you'll see that there's this, that you've been saved, you'll be able to go into the tool and start your work. Since you've selected multiple departments, you're going to see them in here. Select the one you're ready to start work on, and those conferences will pull up. What this system does is it pulls every show that you attended last year and gives you the option to either go return again, decide that you're not going to exhibit again, or even select maybe for the time being while you're in the middle of doing your work. You can also view by discipline or browse by department. You can browse other people's department to see if they're attending any particular show. You can sort by date, by name, or even by discipline. And as you start working and if you have a really extended view, you can hide any of the shows that you're not attending by pre-selecting this little button here. So the first thing I'm going to do is walk you through a couple of a sample show. I'm going to search for it here, and it highlights this first conference, which is a test conference that I've set up here. You'll notice that if I select yes, it activates the link and I can enter into it. At this point, I can now start the work. So here, this hasn't been set up yet where the dates have been confirmed. If you happen to know what they are, please enter them in. You can confirm as you go along or confirm all at the end. Now you'll see here that the show has not been booked yet. If it was booked, you would see a notice here that it was booked. You can also view recommendations from the post-show report. This is a new feature where you simply click that button and it tells you that, you know what, they would like a bigger booth next year. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to change that to 2 booths. I'm going to confirm that. I'm going to change this to a 10 by 20. I would like them to confirm it before it's booked. It's going to say here that it's, if I happen to know where it's located, I'll enter that in. And if I have any details like the contact information, please provide that. So here I'm going to select, and it's telling me that I can't confirm blank data. So the only blank data I had in here was the contact details. So now I'm done. I'm going to save it, and I'm ready to move on to details. This section here just says basically that we're being charged 100% to this department. If there is a possibility of splitting it or sharing it with someone else, you would put that note in here. Please note whether it's annual or some other details. And this next section on contras really has to do with whether or not there's anything that's been negotiated. Please input your name and so that we know who to get in touch with if we have any questions. If there's any kind of obligation about the society that's important for everyone to know about, please fill that in here. The exhibit team will adjust the priority depending on your request, the planning level. If you could please select a priority based on the level of importance to your own program. And if there is a product restriction, please enter that there. Again, select Save before you move on to your next tab. this tab is where you will select the type of equipment. Now the equipment is going to be different for every region. This is set up for North America currently. As you begin the process of deciding what you are requiring at any given show, you will see the tally rising in the right hand side. So at the top level is the smallest equipment. If you're looking for larger equipment for a higher level presence show, you would select something here like so. Towards the bottom, these are ancillary equipment. If you have anything like a demo kiosk or content counters, anything along those lines, you would fill that in. Notes go here about your equipment. Below will be anything related to technology. So please note that the iPad LRS and the iPad PRS kit are free usage, so nothing will occur here. Anything you put in here where there is a fee associated will tally up. And then below here is things like internet access. This tally does not include your booth space, your shipping or drayage or things along those lines. Any other materials or information you have near here, please put it in here. The more information, the easier it will be for us to estimate and budget for your show. Again, save all of your information before proceeding on. Each show must have a lead book or marketer or a lead journal marketer, someone who is leading the conference, leading the planning. So here we'll put in somebody's name, click go, select that person. I can also add attendees. And here we go, I'll add Ashley. And as soon as we're done, we select save. Move on to finalization here. This is a mandatory field to describe your reasons for attending. Key product, if you have any information, anything that might cause a problem with the society obligation. Again, if it's a brand new show, please put in here this is an addition. And then the last thing you do before your final is you select that it's finalized. You don't have to finalize it. You can save it and come back to it later. But in the meantime, when something is final, it will now show on your list as finalized. And this will also help you as you're trying to organize your activities. Another thing you can do is when a show has already been booked, we talked about this earlier, you'll see that it's been booked, and at that point you can't do things like select. Here it won't make a difference. You can't edit the number of spaces. At any point you can click view full list. You can also click on this button here to get a full export of everything you're working on, and you'll then get something that you can work on. It pulls out all of the information and that type of thing. So the one other thing that I would like to talk about here is, if let's say I want to see what other people are doing, and I want to see what other people are doing around the world in accounting and taxation in North America. If I were to change myself to global, and then in the budget tool, search by discipline. Let me clear that first. By putting in here accounting and taxation. This is now going to show me around the world who is going to shows related to accounting and taxation. And as you can see, there's a lot of them. At any point, if you have an interest in participating or sharing a space, you would select Add Request. This will record on the other person's side that there is an interest for you, and it also tells you who to get in touch with. So you should be able to look that up or ask your exhibit manager at any point for help. So this is just another way of collaborating. Okay? Again, if you have any further questions, please get in touch with your local managers. Have a great day.